Hello, welcome. This is my Tic-Tac-Toe game which we have played in childhood. Here you can see the box and the 9 boxes here, and we will start the game. First, if I will click here, player extern. Here you can see player extern has begun. Now player 0 start. If I will click here, now you can see again it's player extern. If I will click here, now it's again player 0 start. Now if I will click here, yeah, it is working fine. Now again it's player extern. If I will click here you can see player x word, and if you want to reset it, it will be reset. I will show you again. It's a player extern here. Now again it's a player 0 start. If I will click here, now player extern again. If I will click here, now player 0 start. I will click here. Now player extern again. Yeah, it's working fine. Now again player 0 start. Yeah, it is fine. The player 0 is won. If you want to reset it, you can reset. You can play it with your friends and family. Now we'll show you how to code for it. Now go to the code. First we will see the HTML file here. We will use HTML, CSS and JavaScript here. First I will show you the index.html file. In the HTML file, first I have make a link related to the CSS and a link related to the font awesome site, and also a link for the icons to the font awesome site, and uses a Google API here. And after that I have connected a JavaScript file here and given the title Tic-Tac-Toe. And for the main class I have uses a background for title. In the heading tag I have uses a Tic-Tac-Toe, and in the section class I have given the display for the player and player X and player 0. And for the navigation bar I have uses a class here for the titles in the container. And for the section class display announcer hide, I have used here a control panel and a button ID for the reset button. Now this is my HTML code. Now come to my CSS file. I will show you. Here we go for the style.css. At last I will show you the JavaScript. Here the CSS file is here. First of all, for whole body I have uses a padding of 0 and margin of 0, and font family I have given here item, it's a cursive. And for the background I have uses a background color of #12181B, and a height of 100 VH and a padding top of 1 px. And the title I have uses a color white and text align center, font size 40 px, margin top 10%, and display color white, font size 25 px, text align center, and margin top 1em and margin bottom 1em. And for the hide button, when you click it, it will hide. I have uses a display none. And for the container I have uses for the boxes, the 9 boxes there, I have uses a margin of 0 auto, and display grid type. And grid template columns I have uses a 33, 33 and 33%. And also for the grid template rows I have uses 33, 33 and 33%. And for the max width I have uses a 300 px. Now come to the title. I have used for the titles border 1 px, solid white, min width 100 px, min height 100 px, display flex, justify content center, align item center, font size 50 px, and cursor as a pointer. Now come to the player X. I have uses a color here for the player X, which is #09C372, which you can use or you can give any color to it. It is a green color. Now for the player 0 I have uses a color here #4988FB, which is same. You can use any color. Now for the controls panel I have uses a display of flex and the flex direction to the row, and justify content to the center, align item center, and margin top 1em. Now for the control buttons I have used as a color white, padding of 8 px, border radius 8 px, border none, font size 20px, margin left 1em, and cursor as a pointer. Now for the restart, I have used a background color of hashtag 498AFB, and for the reset I have used a background color of hashtag FF3860. This is my CSS. Now we'll show you the JavaScript file. This is my JavaScript. Uh, First of all, I have used the add event listener function to the window for the DOM content loaded, and after that, const titles I have used array and the document.query selector here for all the titles, and const player display I have used a document.query selector here for the display player, and const reset button I have used as a document.query selector for the reset button, and for the const announcer I have used as a document.query selector for the announcer. Let board I have used as a empty board. There are 9 boards which were empty, and for the current player I have used X. First the X player, you already know, first chance is for X player, so for that I have used as a X player for the first. Now let the game is active. If it will active, the first player will run is X. Now for the player box 1 I have uses a const here, and const I have used a tie. I have also given a tie button here. If the team will tie, if the match will tie, you will see it will be tie. And for the winning conditions I have used as a 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 0 3 6 1 4 7 2 5 8 and 0 4 8 2 4 6, as you already know how to play this game. And function I have used as a handle result validation here. Now for the round 1 I have used as false, and I have used as a for loop here for the I, and const win condition I have used as a win condition for the ith, and const a for the board win condition if it is 0, const p if win condition is 1, and const c if the win condition is 2. It will continue, and if a is equal to b and b is equal to c, the round 1 will true and it will break. Then round 1 announce I have used a current player here. If current player will X, the game will active, it will return. If bow dot includes, it will announce tie, and const announce I have used a type here which will switch case player one. I have used as an inner HTML here. For the span class I have given a player to the one and break it, and again a case for the player x1 I have used as an announcer.html for player, and given a span class x here, and now it will break. And in case of tie I have used as an inner text tie, and for the class list remove, it will hide when you click on reset. Now for the const is valid action I have used as a title here, and for the inner text I have used as a x and a 0. It will return false, otherwise it will return true. Then const update board I have used as an index here. A board index is equal to current player. Now for the const change player I have used as a player display class list read.remove for the players. For the current player, if you will click, then again you will get another player that chance. If X will play, you will see again the chance will goes to 0. Now for the player display I uses a inner text for the current player, and for the player display class list it will add to the current player. As I already told you, once the X will run, after that the 0 turn will come. Now for the user action I have used as a const here. For the title is valid action and his game is active, I have used as an inner text here for the current player. And for the class list.add I have used as a current player to play and update the board, and handle result validation and change player. Yes, it will update a board, and when it will tie or you reset it, it will update the board. And after that, for the reset board, I've uses a board here for the 9 boxes. If the game is active, I've uses a announcer.classlist.add. It will hide the X and zeros, and if the current player is equal to 0, then change player. After that, yes, it will change the player. Now for titles, for each titles I have uses an inner text and a class list dot remove and class list dot remove for X and 0 player. Now for the titles, for each I have used the index here and use add event listener for the on-click function and the user action for the title and the index. And at last, the reset button dot add dot event listener I have used as a click for the reset board here. When you click on it, it will reset the board and you can play again. Thank you. This is my tic-tac-toe game. Hope you will like it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.